Hi there. Today's Bible nugget is probably going to be a little bit longer, a smidge longer than normal. The reason for that is just because it's two passages this time. I came across this yesterday. We're doing a Bible study at the moment, which is going through Genesis, right from the start through to the 50th chapter. And currently we're in chapter number 28. And I was just doing my notes and everything for that because we have it tomorrow night. And then suddenly I came across this passage, and it was just amazing because it ties in with another passage that Jesus talks about in the New Testament. So the first passage, as I mentioned, is in Genesis chapter 28, and it's verse 10. Meanwhile, Jacob left Beersheba and traveled towards Haran. At sundown, he arrived at a good place to set up camp and stopped there for the night. Jacob found a stone to rest his head against and lay down to sleep. As he slept, he dreamt of a stairway, sometimes it's called a ladder, but it's more like a stairway, as we'll soon see, that reached from the earth up to heaven. And he saw the angels of God going up and down the stairway. At the top of the stairway stood the Lord, and the Lord said, I am the Lord, the God of your father Abraham and the God of your father Isaac. The ground you are lying on belongs to you. I am giving it to you and to your descendants. Your descendants will be as numerous as the dust of the earth. They will spread out in all directions, to the west and to the east, to the north and the south. And all the families of the earth will be blessed through you and your descendants. What's more, I am with you and I will protect you wherever you go. One day I will bring you back to this land. I will not leave you until I've finished giving you everything I have promised you. So as you can see, that's almost exactly the same promise as God made to Abraham, almost exactly the same promise that God made to Isaac as well. And now God is promising it to Jacob as he's on his way to get a wife. Now Jesus actually talks about this particular passage, and I'll go to that now. So if we go to John chapter 1, and we go right down, and we're starting off in verse 43, and Jesus is collecting the disciples. It says, the next day Jesus decided to go to Galilee. He found Philip and said to him, come, follow me. Philip was from Bethsaida, Andrew and Peter's hometown. Philip went to look for Nathanael and told him, we have found the very person Moses and the prophets wrote about. His name is Jesus, the son of Joseph from Nazareth. Nazareth, exclaimed Nathanael. Can anything good come from Nazareth? Come and see for yourself, said Philip. As they approached, Jesus said, now here is a genuine son of Israel, a man of complete integrity. How do you know about me? Nathanael said. And Jesus replied, I could see you under the fig tree before Philip found you. Then Nathanael, based on that evidence alone, Nathanael exclaims, Rabbi, you are the Son of God, the King of Israel. Isn't that awesome? And here comes the part that ties it in. And Jesus asked him, do you believe this just because had told you? Try that again. Do you believe this just because I told you I had seen you under the fig tree? Hey man, you will see greater things than this. Then he said, I tell you the truth. You will all see heaven open and the angels of God going up and down on the Son of Man, the one who is the stairway between heaven and earth. Isn't that fantastic? Because Jesus, what that's saying is Jesus is the bridge between earth and heaven. I am the way, the truth, and the life. Nobody comes to the Father except through me. And also remember that all the Jews from before Jesus' time, all the ones who look forward to Jesus by faith, they're staying in Abraham's bosom at this time. And whenever Jesus died on the cross, he went down and descended into hell. And then because death had no hold on him, because he was perfect, he could cross the gulf between hell, or Hades specifically, Hades, to paradise or Abraham's bosom, and then he could preach the message of who he was and the gospel to the people. And because, of course, they were looking forward to Jesus in faith, as soon as they hear the message, they receive it, and all of them then go to heaven. So Jesus is the way and the means, the literal staircase, figurative staircase, for everybody to go to heaven. So, there's still lots of angels going up and down on the staircase, because angels are ministering spirits sent to help those who have inherited salvation, as Hebrews says. But I thought that was amazing, because Jacob has this vision, and yet later on Jesus says that the disciples, so whenever Jesus was resurrected, this is what they saw. They saw heaven open and the angels of God going up and down on Christ. And of course, in the end of it, he ascended as well into heaven. I suppose the thing that really amazes me and really got me was the fact that before Christ, before he died and was resurrected, it's only the staircase was there. And the angels who are sent to go carry out God's commands on the earth, they are the only ones who can go up and down that. But after Jesus died, then Jesus becomes the staircase, or the open means for us as people, as humans, to ascend into heaven. Because remember that the ones who died before Jesus had not ascended into heaven yet. It's only after Jesus was resurrected, because he was the first fruits of the resurrection, that they were able to go up into heaven. He had to be that staircase first before they could leave Abraham's bosom, before they could leave paradise and actually go to heaven itself. So that had to happen first. Christ had to become our sacrifice, and then had to be resurrected so he could become that staircase, that opened the way, the bridge between earth and heaven for the Christians who died in faith. So I thought that was pretty amazing and pretty fantastic. Anyway, thank you.